All right, in this video we're going to talk about creating shipments that have inventory attached to them. So if you watched the earlier video or the other video on creating inventory in your My Blackbird system, this is the natural next step in that process. We're going to essentially create a delivery, but we're also going to attach inventory that we have to that delivery. Say that we're sending it to Blackbird for quarantine, or we're selling it to a retailer or another manufacturer, and we're going to actually move that system out of our system into their system. So to do that, we're just going to click on shipping and receiving, and you're going to have two options once it loads. Oops, looks like I accidentally clicked twice. So we'll go shipping and receiving. You'll have delivery tracking and inventory shipments. So inventory shipments is where you're going to want to go for creating any sort of shipment that has inventory on it. I'm going to click on that now. The flow, if you've used our system for purchase orders or anything like that, it will feel similar, and also there are aspects of delivery creation that exist in here that will also feel familiar. So now to create a new shipment, I'm going to click new shipment here. I'm going to give it a name. I'll just call it shipment 1. It's our first one. You can give it a description, and then you're going to decide, are you shipping or are you receiving? Now in this scenario, we are sending our inventory out somewhere, so we are definitely shipping it, we're not receiving it. And from here, I'm going to select who is receiving the inventory. So we have a pretend dispensary in here that I will enter if I can find it. Yep, there it is. And then you're going to select where is the inventory located. So there are going to be scenarios perhaps where the inventory that you're trying to deliver doesn't actually live at your current facility. So here you'll be able to see a drop down of every location that has some of your inventory at it. In this scenario, we haven't sent our inventory anywhere else, so we only have our own facility to choose from. I'm going to click that. And then you're going to select, is this a transfer or a purchase order? A transfer is saying, hey, they're not buying this inventory and they're not going to own this inventory. I'm sending it to them. You would do that in scenarios where someone's going to store inventory on your behalf or quarantine or something like that. And then purchase order, which will be the one that you use the majority of the time for actually making a sale, that's when the receiver is actually going to receive the stuff that you're sending and buy it from you. So we'll do that for this example here. We'll do purchase order. Create shipment. This will kind of create the new shipment here. It tells you where it's going. Blackbird, California Test Dispensary. It's pending because we don't have anything added to it yet. You'll see that once we mark the shipment as ready, we'll be able to request a delivery on it. But first, we got to actually add some inventory. So this is where our previous video about adding inventory and products to your system comes into play, because you won't be able to do this if you don't have inventory in your My Blackbird. So I'm going to go ahead and click Add Inventory right here. You'll see the two inventory that I added in the other video now live in here. I can select them. I'm going to say, hey, I'm going to select, I've got 400 in the shipping zone of this pre-roll. I'm going to add that to this shipment. It's going to say, hey, how many are you trying to sell? I'm going to say, hey, I'm trying to sell 150 at a sales price of 5. I'm just going to go ahead and add this item. So boom, so that's pretty much how you would create a shipment. You then go through and add every product and inventory that you want on it. You can go ahead and edit the price, you can remove it, you can print the labels, and once you're ready for the person receiving this shipment to review it, you just have to click Mark Ready, and this will actually make it active in their system as well, so they can then look at it. So the folks at Blackbird Dispensary, I could say, hey, check out the shipment I've created. Let me know if those are the products you wanted to order. And if everything looks good, they say, yep, it looks great. And from there on out, you can go ahead and request a delivery. Now, once you request a delivery, you won't be able to add any more product to your shipment. So just make sure that everyone is in agreement that this is what we're buying. This is what we're excited about. You'll click Request Delivery. Then you're going to add the delivery information, which will feel similar to the regular delivery creation process for those of you that have created deliveries without inventory on them. I'm just going to select an invoice number here. How many parcels are going? How many boxes? I'm going to say, hey, it's just 2 boxes. It's pretty small for us. You'll see that the product value was auto-filled by the sale amount of the shipment, the purchase order. So you can edit that by clicking that pencil. You can change the price there if you need to. Yes, I would like to collect payment. We will be on terms, so don't collect on delivery. And then from there, you'll say Submit Delivery, and that'll go ahead and create that delivery for you. That's going to create a delivery on the shipment for you. You can see it now here over to the left. It's unassigned. This is like a standard delivery. You can view it. It'll go through the regular progressions of a delivery as it normally does. You can see it in your deliveries dashboard, and actually if you just click on it here, you can go ahead and take a look at both the cash balances that were created as well as what's going on in the shipment, what you're sending, where you're sending it, and all that. Now, if you go back, to the shipment here, if something does come up and you say, oh hey, it arrived at the facility and we had a few more than we thought we did, we accidentally sent 155, you can go ahead and edit that information right here pretty easily. You can change the sale price and everything, save it, and that will essentially go ahead and update the delivery. So now you see 155, and that'll update in the system as well. It'll update on the delivery, and so when it arrives at the facility, they'll be able to get an accurate count. And so as long as the person receiving the inventory does not receive it into their system, you will be able to edit that inventory, change the price, remove it, things like that. You just won't be able to add new inventory once a delivery has been created. So that's pretty much it. That's all there is to creating deliveries and shipments with inventory in My Blackbird.